So a more chill one. Let's do this. So yeah, this one's a kind of interesting one because legitimately I have this is legitimately one of I think probably not the oldest, but one of the more older animes that I've reviewed. It is so good, it is so entertaining, that's not the point. But I love it because it has that more different. It doesn't feel like a couple of like the modern ones. And that's not any sort of modern, that's not a thing, but like, oh, old enemies are better or new enemies are better. That's like just, I feel like sometimes I watch a specific style of anime, which is essentially isekai or essentially these sort of like slice of life. While this one does feel a bit different. It is mostly like split into like the individual parts, and I do like it because of that. I kind of there's one thing that I don't like, but actually I'll get into that now with this. Okay, what don't I like? You might be asking, right? And there's stuff, and also this is the actual one that's meant to be for this time. But that's not important. I just realized that. What is the thing I'm not really a fan of? Well, that's simply it kind of ends in a weird way, in my opinion. I think it introduced that these people are a good connection and are really good with these people, and then it switches to this thing of like, oh yeah, there were people in the present, or the essentially this is going back in time, but magic exists. Don't question it. Don't question how magic exists. Yeah, in the future, people don't believe that magic exists. Even though in the past, it was a very common knowledge. It could be like it was long past. This is not scientific because you don't really see magic. Well, we see magic because we are going through something with magic, so it could have been just diluted out. Besides the point, one of the things I like about this is it has this feeling of essentially ending in a way. Actually, no. Back to the point I was making. One of the things that ended is at the present, or more specifically, where she was from, essentially has this thing of they could have made friends. But my question was, doesn't she have friends here? Now, I'm not going to go with the dreary ending of like she shouldn't have made friends. I'm not going to do that. That's BS and stupid, in my opinion. What I am going to say is throughout the whole thing, they created a connection with these people. So she could go to the future or like her present and kind of maybe theoretically make a present there. Or you could just stay with the people that you're still friends with. Legitimately, like I'm more paranoid, so I don't know if that's just a me thing. But I know it's also not a great thing because there's a whole bunch of things that like have a problem if you have someone in the past for too long. I do acknowledge that. I just felt that was a bit interesting. I'm not saying bad, but it is a choice in my opinion. But yeah, oh, that was supposed to happen. So yeah, it's fun, it's entertaining, and it's fairly simple. It is definitely one anime out of the old animes that I think is 100% worth watching. So yeah. And for actually tomorrow, Zootopia 2. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. I hope you like this video, and good night.